Hello everyone. I've got quite a cool video for you today. Um, as I might have mentioned in previous videos, as you know, I've got a lot of Beatles records, but the main core of what I've tried to collect up until this point has been either first or pretty early mono and stereo copies of all UK albums, up to and including Yellow Submarine. Thereafter, of course, Abbey Road and Let It Be are only available in stereo format, and also stereo and mono copies of the Magical Mystery Tour EP2. So I've pretty much got all of them, except for two items. The first of which is a mono Yellow Submarine, which honestly I'm not that bothered about. One day I'll get one. But more importantly, a mono White Album. So I have mentioned that I don't have that before. And my friend Mr. Quinn Patrick Spears has asked me what my parameters are. Hi mate. For a mono album to put in my collection. Well, I want it to be complete. I want it to be numbered, but I think generally speaking, all of the mono ones would have been anyway. I'm not completely sure about that. And lastly, just as importantly, I need to get it at a good price. So I think finally I've pretty much found one, but we're about to find out, aren't we? So let me just set the camera up and we'll take a look together. So before we get to today's parcel, I just thought, for reference and for fun and or dorkiness, depending on what you regard as fun, I thought I would just show you my stereo copy. So I'm hoping for a mono equivalent, more or less, of this. So this has the poster. I don't need to open that out. It also has the 4 postcards there, and that's all in nice condition. It's numbered, look, so this one is 368423. It's even got the black inner sleeves, this one. This is a really, really nice copy. I don't actually need the mono one to be quite this amazing, but it would be nice if it was. Let's just have a little look. So like you can see, this is as good a stereo copy as you're going to get, unless you're the sort of guy or lady that wants a really low number on the sleeve, but honestly I'm not that concerned about that. Right, so that's my stereo copy. So let's take a look at the mono one I'm going to put alongside it. So it's well packaged. It's in actually a very good record mailer. So top marks for that. Oh, and you're probably wondering what I paid for this. So I don't mind telling you that I got change from £80, which is much, much, much more than I've ever spent on a record, believe it or not. But on the other side of that coin, I'm hoping that it's worth maybe double that, or maybe even more. So I'd be interested to know what you think about that when we actually get into the thing. Sorry, I've got to balance sort of rushing this because it gets boring for you watching with putting that knife through the actual record that I paid my money for. Oh, I'm just going to pause this. Sorry, it is great when you get a really well packaged record, but on the other hand, if I'm filming it, then it does perhaps get slightly boring for you to watch, so apologies for that. Hello, production values, right. I've just realised that's just a plastic record sleeve. There we go. Finally. Apologies for that. So, we have the two original black inner sleeves, one of which has a record in and one of which doesn't, which is slightly fascinating. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, I see. These are replacements, and that, I think, is an original. Okay. So, how should we do this? Let's take a look at the sleeve first. So the sleeve is number 332460, and the sleeve actually looks pretty nice. There's the spine. There's the back of the sleeve. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so since we're here then, let's just take a look at... So there is the poster. Again, I'm not going to open that out. Not right now, because they get quite delicate. And do we have the postcards? Yes, we do. Paul, George, John. Uh-oh. Where's Ringo gone? Don't panic. There he is. Right, okay, so they're all present and correct. And they're very, very nice. The sleeve actually is exceptionally good. Let's take a look then at the most important bit. So there we go. XEX709-1 on side A, and that's looking like it's in really nice condition. Happy with that so far. Really nice. There is side B. So where's the matrix number? 710-1, I think. On side B, looking really nice. There's light signs of use, but it's been very nicely cared for. Okay, it's all good so far. So here we have side C, 711-1, and look, we've got no, if you look in comparison, that one says an EMI recording there, but this is one of the misprinted discs that doesn't have that text. On side C, or in fact on side D. So as far as the discs are concerned, there's only one particularly noticeable flaw, and that is that. I do believe the person who sold me showed me that. So I'm not terribly sad about that. I don't think it's going to... Fingers crossed it's not going to have a huge impact on playback. Might cause a few pops or ticks. But otherwise, a very nice copy. Very nice too. Okay. So what do you think? I'd be really interested to know what you think is the value of that. I reckon I probably got a good buy for, I think it was £78 included postage, so I think it's pretty good. Call it a day there. Sorry for all the waffling, as usual, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment, and if you really enjoyed the video, then subscribe to the channel. Okay, cheers everyone, bye.